There's something of like, I realized this one day. I was in the street in Brooklyn, right outside of New York City, right? And I'm sitting outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm in the street, and there's these kids playing baseball, right? And I'm watching these kids while they're playing. Well, I wasn't like watching them. I just saw them, And no, like I wasn't like they were just there. And I was looking in that direction. In fact, I was looking first, and then they came and started playing while I was looking there. So like they're the ones with the problem. Anyway, so the kids were there, and they were playing baseball, right? And having like a really great time. The one kid pitches the ball, hits it, runs around. Another one comes, hits the ball, and then one kid pitched the ball, and the kid batted and hits it, and it flew into a car window on the side, and the window cracked. And the kid who hits it was like, and then the kid who threw the ball, he was like, and then the other kids who were just standing around, they were like, and then soon it was 10 kids all crying at different times. I can't have children like that. One broken window, 10 children crying. Guys, that'll never happen in South Africa. What is the point of that? I remember what it was like growing up. We'd be outside in the streets playing. Everyone was there busy with the soccer ball. Busy having some fun playing diski. Someone would kick that ball too hard. Ball would fly over the wall, hit someone's window. And the thing I love is South African windows always act like they're not gonna break. And then the kid who kicked the ball, they'd look and they'd be like, and the rest of us would see what is about to happen. We'd know. We understand why our friend is terrified. They're in more trouble than they've ever been in their lives. But we wouldn't cry. What is our crying going to help our friend? No. We would be there. We would look over into our friend's eyes. We'd stare at them and we'd be like, I love banana. You broke the window. They're gonna hit you. They're gonna kill you. And then we'd take the ball and be like, see you tomorrow. Those are the kids I want. That's why I want South African children. You kidding me? And the most important reason I want to have children that are South African is because I want children who have culture and respect. Culture and respect. You take that for granted as a South African. The way we treat each other. Even in the toughest times, you take it for granted because you're here. But guys, South Africans, we're truly a cut above the rest. Like, you think I'm wrong. You think I'm lying. Go, walk anywhere in public where there are other South Africans. Fall flat on your face. Pa! Tell me there's no South African there who will feel your pain. You'll fall. Bah! They'll all be there like, sorry. Ooh, sorry. Ach, shame, man. Ach, nee, man. Ach, shame. Ach, fooi toch, man. Ach, shame. You know that doesn't happen overseas. Yeah. There's a lot of countries around the world where no one cares about what happens to you if they don't know you. I saw this firsthand in New York. I was walking through the street, and there was this old lady who had just come back from grocery shopping, and she was carrying her bag. And this lady was old, guys. Like old. Like old. Like old. You're not like old. Like old. Like she was knocking. You know what I mean? Like old. Old. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like even where like the angel of death was there walking with her like, anytime I know I'll just be here in case. Like old, I'm talking about old. You know when you're so old, every morning you wake up shocked like, I'm still here. Like that old. And this little old lady was walking with her bag. She had a little plastic bag with groceries. And as she got to the middle of the street, the bag burst. And all the vegetables that were inside her bag scattered on the ground. And vegetables, you all know, is the worst thing to drop. Yeah, because nothing runs like vegetables, eh? Have you seen vegetables when you drop them out of a packet? They go in every direction, like they know you were gonna murder them. Guys, they're gone. Those vegetables, especially onions. Have you seen onions? They land and they're like... Guys, these vegetables were strewn in every direction. Nobody stopped to help this lady. No one cared. People made it seem like she inconvenienced them. They were hopping over it, looking at her, judging her. I was the only one who felt bad. I went, I started gathering up the vegetables, started picking them. As I picked them up, this old lady turned and she looked at me and she was like, "Hey! Hey, don't touch my vegetables, you asshole! Put those down, you piece of shit!" And I was like, "Yo, sorry." I don't want that for my kids. Everything. But the one thing I'm not used to yet is the chaos. Yo, I don't know when to go. I don't know who goes when now. Some people are turning while other people are going straight. Then you're between each other. Everyone's hooting. Beep, 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 even taxi drivers are on the side like, guys, guys, this is not safe, guys. Man. If everybody's a taxi driver, then who is a taxi driver, guys? Guys, that's our thing, man. This is cultural appropriation. You know who's truly toughened up over the last few years? Who's truly toughened up the most? White women. I know all South Africans have gotten tougher, but white women, I am the most proud of you. When I was last doing shows in South Africa years ago, white women were fragile. Yo, they were brittle. Any change in direction would crack them. You would see, have you ever seen, you'd see white women back in the days, things would go wrong. They'd be like, I just can't, hey? I just can't. I mean, like, you're living in a country where I swear to God, it's just, because I was driving today and they just cut you off. And you're at the robots and you've got these guys knocking on the window. I just can't. Zuma must go. I can't. I can't do this. I can't. It's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. And the chickens at Nando's have gotten smaller. I don't know what I can't. White women were brittle. And then I don't know what happened over the...
Last week was President Trump's first international trip. Instead of his visits and looking at the effects on U.S.-Israel relations, everyone was focused on Donald-Melania relations.
The thing that got an enormous amount of media attention had to do with Melania Trump, the First Lady, and some video. Was this an actual slap, or did she just pull her hand away? She pulled her hand away, but I didn't quite see the contact of a slap.
Wow. Leave it to Fox News not to recognize what rejection from a woman looks like.
She slapped his hand away, which probably means she wants a promotion first, right?
Now, on the next leg of Trump's trip, which took him to the Vatican, Trump's hands really couldn't catch a break, because this time, the First Lady gave him the old down low, too slow, which made me wonder, like, when you watch that, do you think maybe Melania is jealous? Maybe that's what this was about? Oh, now you want to hold hands, Donald? You sure you wouldn't rather be holding that orb? I remember when you used to touch me like the orb, Donald. I told you, Melania, me and the orb was a one-time thing. The orb means nothing to me, means nothing. I was barely hard. Normally, when Trump has a bad day, we know Trump watches Fox and Friends and yells at the TV. But today, he did the same thing, but we all got to listen in. And you could tell from the start that this was going to be special.
Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. President.
Well, good morning, and I picked a very, very special day because it's Melania's birthday. So I said, let's do it on Melania's birthday. So happy birthday to Melania.
All right, hopefully there'll be visits in between, but have you decided on, or do you want to tell us what you got her?
Well, I better not get into that because I may get in trouble. Maybe I didn't get her so much. I'll tell you what, she has done. I got her a beautiful card.
How did Trump mess up the world's easiest question? It's like they threw him a softball and he swung and hit himself in the dick. And I mean, it's her birthday. I can't believe that Donald didn't get Melania anything for her birthday. Now she might think he's not a very good husband. Also, I would pay anything to know what he wrote inside that card that he definitely didn't actually get. We're like, roses are red, love is a mystery, I had a historic electoral college victory. Why did Trump say he called into Fox and Friends? Because it was Melania's birthday. Like, what does that mean? He's like, honey, I've got a great celebration planned for us today. I'm gonna talk to some TV people while sitting on the toilet. Like, oh, thank you, Donald. My life is a beautiful dream. I know a lot of people think we here at The Daily Show are nothing but haters when it comes to the White House. But that's not true. I've always been a fan of Melania Trump. You know, as a fellow immigrant, she inspires me. Because I know that I can never become president of the United States, but if I work hard, I might become first lady. So she's my role model, which is why today, Melania Trump is in my thoughts.
First Lady Melania Trump is hospitalized tonight after undergoing a surgical procedure on her kidney. The White House saying the procedure was for a benign condition and that there were no complications.